How's it going, everyone? So starting a new series on this BMW. I bought it online from one of those auction sites that specialize in like salvage vehicles and all that crap. But if you're thinking about doing it and think you're gonna make a bunch of money, if you think you're gonna make money rebuilding cars like this, let me tell you, it's not the case. So I bought this BMW about a year ago. I bought it on one of those auction sites. It wasn't a salvage title, so I thought it was a good deal. But lo and behold, it's got 1,001 friggin' issues with it. When it came, it had no battery in it, and I couldn't get it started. It got a battery. BMWs are weird with the batteries too. You gotta program them to the car. It's not like any other car where you just throw a battery in. Did that, got it started, tried to shift the car. That didn't work. The transmission didn't work. So I replaced the transmission. I got the old transmission sitting over here next to this other bike I'm gonna be rebuilding. There's a transmission. If you go on my Instagram, you can see some pictures of when I was working on it. That was like last year. But now, so I got the transmission done, and I took a break from this car for a little while and decided to start working on it again. The brakes don't work. The master cylinder is bad, and the power booster is bad on the brakes. So that's what I'm doing now. I got it. Basically, this car series, the BMW. I just want to be real with y'all. If you're expecting to flip cars off of these online salvage car sites, the prices they quote as expected price of the vehicle, you know, $30,000 for this 2020 salvage friggin' car, you're not gonna get that much unless you're a business that rebuilds cars and you can sell these cars on your lot. You're not gonna get half of that for a car doing it yourself. You're gonna spend more in repairs trying to fix the car than it's worth, and if you try to sell it, you're not gonna make enough. So I advise the average person not to go into trying to flip salvage cars. There's a whole process for salvage titles as well. I would advise y'all to look into that for your state. For my state, you gotta get the state police to verify your vehicle is roadworthy, and you have inspection. They go over your title, your repairs, make sure everything's on the up and up. So I don't advise, if you're trying to make money on this, unless you have a business doing it, and it's not an easy side hustle if you're expecting to get rich on flipping cars off of these salvage sites. That goes for motorcycles as well. I don't recommend that either. I recently flipped, it was a CBR 650F. I purchased off one of these auction sites with the purchase price and shipping, and then all the repair costs. It was a salvage bike, so that eats up at least $2,000 of your purchase price, if not half of what you expect to get from your vehicle. With that, I ended up selling the bike for about $3,700, and it was all in cost. I was at like $4,500, so I lost money on the bike. I mean, I did sell it cheaper than I probably could have held out for, but it was a young Navy person and I didn't mind helping them out, and hopefully they're enjoying the bike right now. It was a total tear down and rebuild, and there's a lot you gotta look into. Don't rush into doing this stuff. I mean, I got 30+ years of wrenching on cars and motorcycles, and I wouldn't recommend this as a business unless you know what you're doing, but that's just me. I hope y'all like the series on the BMW I'm gonna go through. I know I started this before I had the channel, so the transmission and a few other things I've done to the car I won't have on video, but overall I'm probably break even right now. This car's not a salvage car, but with the repairs, if I was to sell it, I would probably break even, if not lose a little bit. The paint's crappy. It looks like somebody poured brake fluid or something all over the hood, the roof, and the trunk. This car definitely seen better days. It looks like it's been sitting for a while. I got it running, which is good. The brakes are almost done, and next after that is, I think, the headlights. I replaced the headlight assemblies, but for some reason the low beams aren't working, so I gotta figure that out. And BMWs are tricky, especially if you plan on salvaging any car or rebuilding any car. I would not go with BMWs unless you have the equipment, all the if you're just a shade tree do-it-yourself kind of guy and you don't have $1,000 friggin' computers to work on these expensive high-end sports cars, I would not advise going into Mercedes, BMW, Audi. A lot of these fancier cars have specialized electronics in them, and you need specialized equipment to work on them. So that's just my 2 cents. If you're into working on cars and trucks, stick with the easy American. Toyota is good. And honestly, I'd stay away from these salvage auction sites unless you're a dealer. They're making money off of people like me and people like you that think you can flip cars cheaply, but in all actuality you can't. And that's why these cars are on the site to begin with, because somebody else thought they weren't worth the value and time, so you probably shouldn't invest your time in it either. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the channel for more videos on the BMW, the Ducati, and now the season's back up, I'm going to be going to the local car shows, motorcycle meets, and doing some fun stuff. Hope y'all stay tuned. Thanks for watching.